Good afternoon, everyone. Due to the interculturality that exists in Ecuador, we want to learn and explore about these cultures. In this occasion, we will to learn, explore, and know a little more about the Puruha culture, okay? That you can find in Chimborazo province, that is located in Ecuador. Okay, here we have a representative of this culture. Okay, how are you? What is your name?
Good morning, with a pleasure. My name is Marisol Valente. I am very happy to be here in this
It
program.
is a pleasure, Marisol. So, I will ask you some questions about the main things that they do. For example, the traditions, the customs, the typical food, how this culture is maintained, etc. Well, Marisol, tell us, how has this culture emerged? Since when does this culture exist approximately? I am convinced that is important to know.
Okay, this indigenous culture emerging in the year 1200 of the Christian era and inhabited in the regions to corresponding the Tungurahua and Chimborazo provinces. Their roots are Chimborazo and Tungurahua volcanoes.
That's interesting. Very good. Now, another question arises. What are the customs and traditions that still remain?
Okay, in my culture exists a lot of custom and traditionals, but in this case, I consider the most important festival is the Inti Raymi because in this festival, the people dancing and listening a lot of music. And a part of this, in this festival, the people eat a lot of food, a lot of dishes, a lot of traditional dishes, and for these reasons, the Puruais or the Purua people consider this festival it is the most important festival for theirs.
Okay, very good. Now tell us, how is the dress of the women and men and what represents each of them?
Okay, in my culture, the women use bright blouse. These blouse are colorful. In this case, my blouse are three have a three color. For example, red, green, and yellow. Apart of this, the women use a faja. This faja is combined with this blouse, and apart of this, use the wearing the um, anaco. This anaco is the black color, and the women wearing washkas and earrings, and it's all in the women in the case of the women. Okay, apart of this, in the case of the men, the clothes is very simple because the men wearing white pants and white shirts and a poncho. This poncho is very traditional clothes in my culture, and for this reason, the clothes of the men are is very simple, and the clothes or in the case of the women is very complicated because the women wearing a lot of things.
Okay, these are interesting facts that everyone should know. Now we want to know what is your typical food?
Okay, when we talk about our traditional food, we feel very proud because we have a lot of traditional dishes such as papas con cuy, papas con cuero, and other. And exists a one festival. In this festival, the people eat a lot of food, and the Puruais people consider to the food is very important to the healthy. And And for this reason, these peoples consider this festival is important in this culture.
Delicious. Finally, Marisol, do you think that this culture remains the same, or do you think that it will disappear?
Okay, finally, I think the Puruha culture surviving in the next years because the young people put in practice all the tradition customs, and the women and men are not longer afraid of discrimination and wearing their own clothes. And in the actually exists a lot of people to identify with the Puruha cultures, and for this reason, I think the Puruha culture surviving in the next years.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Marisol, and have allowed this small interview. Okay? Bye bye.